5.56 AKs, so hot right now.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
With current import restrictions, soaring prices, and lack of availability of 7.62 and 5.45 by 39, people who still want to enjoy their AKs are turning to the 5.56 223 chamberings. That's why I picked up this Zastava M90. I love AKs, and I want an AK I could practice with and get ammo that is more available and slightly cheaper than 7.62 by 39. This will primarily be a range toy and practice platform for me. After quite a bit of research, I settled on the Zastava for many reasons. They seem to be good quality and have a long track record of reliability. The Arsenal SAM5 is too expensive, and the milled receiver has less furniture options than the Yugo pattern. I looked at the Polish Pioneer options and would not trust their quality based on how cheap they are. I generally believe you get what you pay for. The Polish FB Radom Baril is a sick rifle, but again takes all sorts of proprietary parts, which would limit how much I could customize it. The price of the barrel is also getting up there. I stayed away from PSA and KUSA options that I would rather get import AKs while I can. The WBP rifles seem to be good quality. It was honestly a toss-up between the two, and at the time I was ready to purchase, the M90 was available and the WBP was not. The WBP also comes with a 4150 nitride barrel as opposed to this forged and chrome lined barrel. For my purposes, it doesn't really matter, and in fact, I run 4150 nitride barrels on all my 5.56 ARs, but I would prefer to have the forged and chrome lined barrel if it's an option. This rifle does have an 18.25 inch barrel. It's got a 1.5 millimeter thick receiver. You can see the bulge trunnion right here. So it is a bit of a chunky rifle, but I weighed it and it's only half a pound heavier and it's stock trim than a standard AKM. Another consideration with 5.56 AKs is magazine compatibility. It seems to be of a mixed bag, and that's primarily the reason I stayed away from the WASR-10. I've seen multiple videos of them being very picky with magazines in addition to having some quality and reliability issues. The Zastava M90s seem to be a bit picky with magazines, and this one is as well. I'll touch on mag compatibility of this rifle later in the video. I am really impressed with the fit, finish, and quality of this rifle. It's a heck of a lot nicer than all my WASRs. The rivets look great. The finish on the receiver is extremely uniform and pretty. The walnut wood looks great. Of course, I'm getting rid of all that. This does have an adjustable gas regulator, and it's only 3 position, so we'll see how well it does with varying ammo types, and I do plan on running this suppressed at some point. It's nice to have this adjustability out of the box. With that out of the way, let's get into how I put this thing together. The inspiration for this build came from how Clayco47 set up his Zastava M90 in a video that I will link in the description. Let's go over this thing from butt to penis. I used a JMac 1913 Yugo pattern rear trunnion adapter to mount this JMac folding mechanism in their 9-inch triangle stock. Folds up nicely, tucks in there, tight to the side, and won't flop around. I've wrapped the cheek piece with this paracord, and I will link in the description to the video tutorial on the paracord weave. Got a US palm grip that I've stippled for a little extra traction. The pattern is supposed to match the cutouts in the Kyber Customs cheese grater handguard. Up front, the trigger is the Fine Group 2-stage enhanced trigger. Out of the box, these are pretty meh, but once I polish them, I really like how they feel, and they're only 60 bucks. I have installed K&S Precision Enhanced trigger pins, and there is a trigger pin retaining plate in there. This is a Krebs Enhanced Yugo safety that I have tuned for efficient one-finger diddling. This is the Texas Weapon Systems Yugo-specific dogleg top cover. I really like this thing. It mounts solid, looks awesome. Since it uses the rear sight leaf area to mount the front pivot, I have the Texas Weapon Systems rear peep sight here. I like having a backup sighting system on all my firearms if possible, even if it's just for a range toy. An optic shitting out can ruin your day. For the optic, I'm just running a red dot on here for the time being. I have also installed the Texas Weapon Systems hobnob charging handle. As previously mentioned, this is the Kyber Customs cheese grater handguard. Up front here, it's called the Hater Grater, and I think that's funny, so I bought it. The Grater style upper handguards just look so cool, and for a muzzle device,
I'm running a JMac Customs 14x1 left-hand thread, key mount, 360-degree muzzle brake. I'm pretty happy with how this handguard came out. I have made it uglier and only slightly more functional. I got this M-lock insert from Warsaw Wood Company so I could run this QD sling socket in the position I wanted. I wanted trench art surplus furniture but couldn't find any, so I made my own. As far as I know, the Serbian word yabiga roughly translates to fuck it, and the peace sign on this side needs no explanation. I wanted the handguard to be green to match the JMac stock, so I went to Home Depot and had them mix up some Behr premium outdoor wood stain in the Ponderosa green color. I did want to touch on magazine compatibility of this rifle. I appreciate videos where they show this because it kind of just adds to the data points that are out there about what rifles take what magazines. There's the factory magazine. Obviously that fits. A little bit of wobble front and rear. A little bit of wobble side to side, but it functions great. Circle 10 mag right here. It goes in, but will not latch. This is a, I think they're called Soviet arms. They're made by Palmetto State Armory. Again, goes in, will not latch. WBP. That one will not even go in. AC Unity. They go in, but boy, are they tight. Hard to latch in and get that release. So that's all the magazines I have to try in this. I am going to be doing a follow-up video on this rifle where I modify the receiver and the magazines for fitment, so hopefully I can use all of these. It's my new favorite 5.56. ARs are cool, but kind of boring. This is way more fun, probably because it's an AK. Since it is a bit heavy at 9 pounds as I have it set up right now, and I have a muzzle brake on it, there's pretty much no recoil. This thing fucking runs. I also love the way it looks now. Kind of ugly, kind of pretty, a little bit old school, a little bit new school. When I first started shooting it, my lighter 55 grain 223 range ammo cycled well on gas setting 2 and wouldn't quite reliably cycle on gas setting 1. M855 and M193 5.56 liked gas setting 1 from the get-go. After I had a couple hundred rounds through it, the lighter 223 ammo was cycling fine on gas setting 1 as well. So it seems like gas setting 1 is going to be normal for all types of ammo that I'll be shooting, and the regulator kind of has two adverse positions, settings 2 and 3. This likely means gas setting 1, the least gas will still be too much to run suppressed with my lightest ammo, but I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. I have 5 different types of magazines for this rifle, which I showed earlier. I have fit them all to the rifle, and I made a video on that process. Link will be in the description if you want to check it out. After I fit them, they all work fine. For the money, I'm going to be getting more AC Unity mags. They're $13. They require minimal fitting, and once fit, they lock into the gun snugly, function reliably, and I do like the last round bolt hold open feature. The gun talks to you when it's out of ammo rather than having to snap the trigger once more to figure out it's empty before reloading. They have metal reinforced locking lugs, but it's some sort of zinc alloy pot metal bullshit, not steel. However, they should be more than durable enough for my purposes and for hard use, whatever the hell that means. I have a couple of Circle 10 and other steel feed lip magazines. Anyways, that's the video. Let me know what you think about the Zastava M90 in general or this particular setup. I would love to hear about your experiences with the M90 or other 5.56 AKs in the comments as well. And as always, thanks for watching.